Alright, the pit has introduced some new characters to the Wastelands. There's Giuseppe, Skippy, this lazy chef that wants you to do all the work she's employed to do. Cook your own stew, or at least help stir the stew while I go get the ingredients. Teamwork. But the most mysterious one is Orlando. Orlando is the liaison between Whitespring's management and the responders. But who is Orlando? What is Whitespring management? I think the answer is pretty clear and obvious. The White Glove Society. Yeah, I said it. Wouldn't that be a twist? No, that'd be great. Bunch of cannibals living in West Virginia. But no, I believe Orlando works for the Enclave, and so do many others. When talking to Orlando, they don't give up a lot of information, but what they do give up makes a compelling argument. When asking about Orlando's past, they say they've been to lots of places before management sent them to take over Whitespring.
Oh, here and there, darling. I've been to lots of places before the management asked me to take over here.
This implies that Orlando has worked for the Whitespring owners for a while. I'm pretty sure they didn't just find some rando in the wastelands and say, "Hey, you want to come work at our luxurious resort that's been taken over by some ragtag group? They messed it all up, putting garbage everywhere, hanging posters like their 12-year-old child in the rooms. You want to come watch over that?" If it was that easy, they could have gotten one of the responders to do it. And since I mentioned it, let's talk about what faction Orlando isn't a part of. We'll just get this one out of the way. The Raiders. There is no way Raiders are going to be giving up supplies that the responders are going to be receiving. Plus, I don't even think the responders have that much stuff. Here's Orlando's terminal. Food, water, clothing, tools, meds, and basically an unlimited supply of ultrasight battery cells. They're not going to give those up just to fuel a vertibird for a joyride to the pit. No way. There's no way. The other faction, the responders. Why would they use a third party to supply themselves? That just doesn't make any sense at all. So, no. And plus, they don't have crap anyways. Lastly, the Brotherhood of Steel. Shin's already stingy with supplies, let alone giving ultrasight away. Plus, the Brotherhood of Steel representative has said Orlando always looks like they want to get rid of him.
Orlando's probably the biggest enigma of them all. I don't know anything about them. They seem nice enough, but I always feel like they're hiding something from me. And I get the impression they just tolerate me. I feel like I could be out of the door to Whitespring any minute.
That would make sense. If you're working for the Enclave, you don't want the Brotherhood of Steel around. They're basically your biggest enemy. They're trying to hoard stuff. You're trying to make a better life in the Wastelands. And it's not those goofy settlers either, for all the reasons I just said. The only group that has the means and want to bring order is the Enclave. Plus, Orlando sounds like they were vocally trained by Modus. Very diplomatic, very accommodating. Orlando is the manager, and wouldn't you think the manager would know all the exits and entrances in the resort? There are 2 spots that lead right downstairs to the Enclave. There's a wall, and then there's the outside, the Enclave bunker, which takes you in. So, yeah, Orlando, working for the Enclave. I'm taking a poll on Twitter and the YouTube community page, and most are saying yes. It's like 90% on both Twitter and YouTube. But the ones that are saying no are commenting that it's too obvious. And normally I would agree. It is very obvious. Orlando's very obvious. They're employed by the Enclave. But in this instance, when you hear hooves, you think horses, not zebras. It might be a little too obvious, but yeah, this is definitely the Enclave. And also, Orlando travels and takes care of the Whitespring because her employers cannot. Well, yeah, because your employer is a computer. That's why Modus doesn't have legs that he can just walk around willy-nilly saying hello to people. That'll be in the next update. Most likely not. One more thing. Whitespring management contacted Orlando because they were monitoring Whitespring. I don't see any cameras in Whitespring. Do you? No. What happened was the Enclave were probably like, who the hell is making all that racket upstairs? I bet they're breaking all the furniture too. Hey, call that Orlando person. We're going to bring him in. Take a look around. Our upstairs neighbors are getting noisy. That's what I think happened, but not really. Anyways, put what you think down in the comments. Is Orlando working for the Enclave? Or maybe some other faction that I didn't mention? Maybe the White Glove Society. Giving them supplies. They're giving them all this food and water. Fatten them up. Gonna eat them. Sure, why not? I don't know. I thank you for watching. If you like this video, throw it a like. Any questions, concerns, complaints, praise, or just general agitation, put it in the comments section below. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, if you really like this video, hit the super thanks button. All is appreciated. None is required. Remember, be safe out there. And as always, a good day.